Grizzly bears are the most dangerous predators in North America. When they strike, nothing is left standing. They do not wait for weakness. Instead, they break through it. Built for strength and driven by instinct, they act when power dictates it is time. Grizzly bears do not rely on numbers or noise. They rely solely on their presence. They do not merely test the wild, they define it. Welcome to the domain of the grizzly bear, the most formidable predator in the wilderness of North America. Grizzly bear is one of the most dangerous predators in North America, not because it hunts often, but because when it does, few can stop it. Weighing up to 800 pounds and armed with claws longer than a man's fingers, it combines raw power with a deep, deliberate intelligence shaped by thousands of years of survival. It is a creature that does not bluff, does not chase without cause, and does not hesitate once the moment turns. It watches from the edge, then picks its moment. And when it charges, it does not stalk like a hunter, but crashes forward like a force of nature. This is how the grizzly takes its place, not through myth, but through the silence that follows when the chase is over. In the snowy wilds, where survival depends not on strength alone, but on strategy and timing, few creatures dare to claim what others have killed. The wolf, hunting in numbers, is one of the few intelligent, organized, and relentless predators. But when the grizzly arrives, everything changes. It does not need speed. It does not need stealth. It brings only the weight of certainty and a presence so commanding that even a dozen hungry wolves hesitate. Sometimes hunger outweighs caution, and the wolves stay. They tighten the circle. They test the margin, not to retreat, but to challenge. And when the tension breaks, it is not with victory, but with compromise. Because in a land ruled by cold and hunger, even power must sometimes be shared. Grizzly bears often hunt near water, where movement slows and footing becomes uncertain. When a moose steps into the shallows, the bear closes in. In the wild, the grizzly rarely moves without knowing what it can gain. But not every opportunity comes with force. Some begin with scent, carried on the breeze long before danger is ever seen. With a sense of smell far sharper than any dog, the grizzly closes in, not with speed, but with certainty. No matter how small the calf, a mother's presence makes the risk far greater than the reward. But not every moose escapes. At the forest's edge, a wounded moose lies still. For a grizzly, this is not a pursuit. It is nature taking its course. Here, even a slight injury can shift the balance, turning a survivor into prey in a single breath. Grizzly bears usually avoid each other. But when territory, food, or mating is at stake, conflict is hard to avoid. These confrontations reveal how power works in a world without allies. In mating season, several males may follow the same female. Without pair bonds, the strongest bear wins the right to mate. Fights don't last long, but the outcome matters. Stronger bears pass on their genes. The weaker ones walk away, or don't walk at all. Adult males sometimes kill cubs that aren't theirs. This forces the female to return to heat, giving the male a chance to reproduce. But grizzly mothers don't run, they fight back. The survival of a cub depends on how far its mother is willing to go. When a whale carcass washes ashore, it draws more than just scavengers. Grizzlies can detect the scent from miles away, and in nutrient-poor seasons, a find like this can be the difference between survival and starvation. Among grizzlies, food is never truly shared. In these moments, the strongest eat first, and the ecosystem adjusts around them. But when two rivals are equal in size and strength, neither moves aside. That's when real battles happen. Older males often carry scars from these encounters. Among grizzlies, memory isn't written in words. It's written in wounds. In the vast forests of western North America, few predators rival the mountain lion in stealth. Solitary, elusive, and armed with speed, it hunts by ambush and vanishes without a sound. But even the most skilled hunter must surrender ground when the grizzly arrives. Both species are territorial, but they avoid direct contact whenever possible. Yet conflict can arise when their paths cross over the same kill. Mountain lions kill in silence and cache their prey to return later. Grizzlies cover great distances, drawn by scent and opportunity. When they find food, they stay, and they don't ask who it belonged to. In these quiet standoffs, conflict doesn't always explode, but the competition never really disappears. Each year, as salmon return to their spawning grounds, the river becomes a path of opportunity. Grizzly bears gather at shallow channels and narrow falls, where patience and timing matter more than strength. For a few short weeks, feeding becomes relentless. This is hyperphagia, a phase of intense eating where a bear may consume tens of thousands of calories each day. The fat they build now determines whether they survive the winter. There is no second chance. Not every bear succeeds. Dominant individuals hold the best fishing spots, while others must adapt or go hungry. In these waters, instinct meets precision, and for the grizzly, one salmon at a time may be the difference between life and death.